Hello everybody, this is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com, and I wanted to come and share with you how to create a gardening budget and how to stay on track. My husband and I started working on this past weekend, and I can honestly say that we have never created a gardening budget. We would just go willy-nilly, get the stuff that we want, and that was it. However, this year we have a lot of things already set up, and we want to just stick to a plan so that we won't get things that we don't need, and just kind of try to create some guidelines and some goals for what we're trying to achieve this year. So I'm going to share with you, I put this on my blog as well, so I'm looking at the steps right here from my phone so I can share them with you. Okay, so step one, what can you afford? $200 for the year, $300, $400, $500. Write down what can you afford based on your budget that you already have for your household. When you take that, then you will know, okay, now this is what we have to work with, and let's stay within this budget, and let's not, stray away from this budget. Now, what we have to do, we have to create like two separate, because my husband does the vegetable garden and I do like the plants, the perennials. I don't have to buy too many perennials, but the annuals for the pots, dirt and things like that, mulch, anything to spruce up and beautify the outside of the house. So we created two, one for him and one for me. So that's how we go. He sticks to his budget, bring the receipt so we can see what we have, and then I do mine. The next thing that you will want to do is write down the list of what will you be growing. Will you be growing pepper, tomato, greens, which greens you'll be, growing this year? What will you grow? Especially those items that we always buy at the grocery store. We want to make sure that those items are on our list, so we won't have to buy them for the summer. We get a little break, and what we can preserve, we'll preserve, and it'll carry us through as much of the year as possible, depending on how large your garden is. So what will you be growing? What will you not grow this year? For us, there are some things that we've tried to raise and did not work out. Zucchini and Brussels sprouts just have not worked for us this year. So those are probably two that we're gonna keep off our list, and not even deal with those this year. The zucchini, we will always get some kind of disease, some kind of bug, and it just throw you all off, because you see these pretty zucchini growing and then next day they're wilting and drying up. So what will you not grow? Also, based on the things that you purchase at the grocery store, some of the things may not grow too well in your area, so those may be some things you'll steer away from, which usually during them summer months we're pretty cool, unless it's some pineapples or watermelons are another thing that we've tried twice and didn't get much from. They never seem to turn out right. However, it's something, because there's like a few miles away where we get some of our gardening things. They have this big lot of land that we see them picking watermelons, and they go sell them. You see the guys on the truck with the watermelons. So we don't know what time they actually plant them to see, why theirs turn out so well and ours don't seem to turn out well. So like I said, step one, what can you afford? Step two, what will you grow? Step three, what will you not grow? And step four, where will you plant? Like I say, ours is pretty much set up. We're pretty straight now with our we have some raised gardening beds, so we're pretty straight now. It's just a matter of which vegetables will go in each bed. So where will we plant? Where will you plant? If this is your first garden, there may be a little area in your yard that you want to take and designate for your garden. If you don't have a yard, you may want to do some patio gardening. Put some have some stuff in some pots and do some patio gardening. Like areas that may have too much water, you may not want to plant there. We have an area in our back that maybe not until June, after the rainy season, and maybe 3 weeks to 2 weeks after rainy season is wet. It's really hard to get back there. So those are areas we have no raised beds because we don't want them to, you know, get messed up. So where am I? Okay, so what can you afford? What will you grow? What will you not grow? Where will you plant? And last is make a list of everything you're going to need, all the things that you wrote down as far as what will you plant, dirt, all the things you're going to need. You may need some new gardening tools and things like that. What will you need? And after you make your list of what you're going to need, do an inventory of the things you already have. I know we buy stuff over and over again because I maybe misplaced something. We don't know where it is. We didn't know we had it, or we start off too soon, excited, you know, to get started gardening, and then we already have landscape fabric, or we already had another bag of mulch or something left over. So do an inventory of what you have, and then you can cross out on your list, okay, I don't need this, or instead of 5 bags, I just need 1 bag. So if you stick to that list, as we're going to stick to that list this year, we're excited to see how we stay on budget and how we reap the rewards of our harvest, because the main thing is making sure that we don't have to buy certain things at the grocery store and carry some of those items that we've grown throughout the summer to keep us during those winter months. So hope these tips help. What tips will you add to your this list that I gave you? There may be some things you've thought about as I've talked about them. Share them with me in the comments below. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I'm Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com, and also check out my blog if you need these tips. Again, I have them over there on my blog. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.